As nations across the world commemorate the end of the Second World War in Europe, in Jakarta, Victory Day is being marked through cinema. RT's Rebecca Napitupulo has more.
As nations across the world commemorate the end of World War II in Europe, in Jakarta, Victory Day is being marked through cinema. RT and the Russian House in Indonesia organization, together with Mosfilm Studio, gathered Russian envoys, reporters, and bloggers, together with students, for a special screening of The Cranes Are Flying, a 1957 Soviet masterpiece that won the Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival. For many young Indonesians, this was their first encounter with a Russian cinematic portrayal of the war, a lens often overlooked in global narratives dominated by the Western Front. Unlike traditional war epics, The Cranes Are Flying tells the story of hope amid the Soviet Union's wartime suffering. The movie tells the story of Veronica, a woman grappling with loss and hope as a deeply human portrayal of the Eastern Front, which bore the brunt of the Nazi invasion. It depicts the pain of Veronica as she is separated from her beloved Boris, who volunteers to fight on the front line.
You know, even now, sometimes I have heard even from leaders of foreign countries that they have been winners. They make ultimate efforts and get this victory. Well, everybody participated in this war. We have been allies at the time. But when it comes to Europe, when it comes to what we call Great Patriotic War, this was ultimate efforts of my country.
Important for us to give citizens of Indonesia an understanding of what it was like for Russians to live during the Second World War. And this narrative is very important for us now. And I suppose we got a lot in common in terms of war for independence that you have got here in Indonesia, and the war against Nazism and fascism that we got at the same time in the Russian Federation.
For Indonesian youth, raised in a digital era saturated with Western media, the Russian perspective offers a rare, nuanced take on the history.
All I could say, or that I get from the movie, is talking about nationality, how to increase the nationality of their citizen, which in this case is Russian citizen. Therefore, I would say it is very different from the usual movies that we watch, the Western side of it, where typically the Western side, we could almost see the propaganda in it, which in this case, in The Cranes Are Flying, are more romantic, are more authentic.
I think movies like this is very important for us because you get to see war from the other side. It's not only about battlefields, exploding bombs, and there are other side of the war that you have to see, and this movie brings a very unique color out of this kind of movie.
Victory Day is more than a celebration of triumph. It's a remembrance of the price of peace. And through the power of film, a new generation is being invited to reflect. As Indonesia looks to define its role in a multipolar world, engaging with the history of other nations could help forge the next generation to be more aware of international solidarity. Rebecca Napitupulo reporting from Jakarta for RT.